Hello, and welcome to Some Old Guy's Let's Play Demon Souls. Creating a Mage. This will be part 7. We're going to go after Yuria the Witch. And to do that, we've got to get a few special items. I am going to play offline for today's session because this area is a hotbed for invasions. So just to make things go a little bit smoother, we are going to stay offline and see if we can't get through this. To gain access to Yuria the Witch, we have to collect some keys. And then once we have those keys to actually gain access to her, we have to have an official's uniform. So we have collected 3 of the 4 parts for the official's uniform when we were going through Stonefang, and I have those with me. So we have the official's clothes, the official's gloves, and the official's leggings. So we're going to have to change into those to get access to free Yuria. But we also have to have the official's hat. And that hat comes off of the last official that we can fight in Boletaria in 1-3, the inner ward. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go get the hat. We're going to get the keys. We're going to turn some people loose. So this is probably going to be a little bit of a long run today. And we'll see if we can get through it in one piece. So I do want to see. We have warding and I think warding and fire spray and soul ray will probably do us fine. So we're going to travel to the inner ward, which we just gained access to by defeating the dragon god in the last episode. Okay, so we have a couple of real pesky dogs up here that we need to deal with right away. Collect all these items around the fountain. Now, to get to Yuria is actually fairly easy once we have all our stuff together. She is beyond this gate. But that key to that gate is on a fat official back down that way, but to get to him we have to have a key to another door. So we have to collect the iron key ring and the bloody key to be able to get access to her. Now that item right there, that is a Dregling shield, and it is completely useless. So I don't even bother picking it up anymore. So we cannot get through this gate. So we've got to find an alternate way around, which is going to be... down this way. Now, if you rush up here real quick, there's usually a crystal lizard right here. But you got to get here pretty quick to get to him. So we're going to use warding a lot. Now their shields will take some of the brunt of our attacks, but if you kind of watch them and wait for them to drop their shield, then they they are susceptible to the full force of our attack. And I have no idea what that was. I like to clear this area out before I move forward, so I've got room to move, because when we come back through there, we're going to have people attacking us coming down the stairs. So it's best to have room to maneuver. We had to go up here and trip this fire boulder. Hey! Well, I kind of lucked out and got 2 of the 3 assassins taken care of with the boulder. There's one more assassin up here that we got to deal with, and these guys are tough when you're a mage. They do a lot of damage, and they're very, very athletic. So be aware, don't let them catch you off guard. Yeah, another Dregling shield, of course. We'll just get rid of that. Helps if you go to the right place. Alright, so the first key that we need is on the official across from us. Gonna save us some heartache. We don't really need the fragrant ring that much anymore, now that we're being more dependent on spice. So this will reduce the 5 crossbow guys on the other side shooting at us a bit. And if they do shoot at us, we'll at least have the opportunity to absorb some of the damage. Now, if you walk out in that open area there, the crossbow guys will still shoot at you. But there's a red-eye knight. You can just barely see him down there. He'll be charging us here in a minute. Okay. So that worked out pretty good. Yeah, another... Yeah, these guys in their throwing knives are ridiculously insane. And he will give chase for a while. Bad time for warding to run out. I'm not sure where he went, and he's not visible till he's... Again, I like to clear these areas out. Because these... You know, we usually stir up a soldier or two from upstairs. We need that key ring. That's the first key ring we need. The second key ring we got to go to another location for. So, and we can't get into that. We can't get Yuria until we actually have the hat. So we're gonna see if we can't get this area clear. We have another assassin up here. Okay, now we've got the area mostly clear. We can go down and pick up items. All right, now that all of our crossbow guys are gone, we're going to go back to an area that we skipped because you got 5 guys shooting you in the back. It makes it rough to try to deal with somebody else. Oh, I got the wrong sword out, that's why. There's one more. All right. Now up here is our our Dregling vendor again.
Fancy that. Hope you find something that suits you. Oh, the king. He's gone mad like the rest of them. Or perhaps he was mad in the first place. I can never tell with those eccentric royal oafs. Brave knight or lowly fodder. The demons snatched their souls regardless of their station, plummeting them all into madness. And those who dare cling to their humanity were hunted down. It is the end of Great Boletaria as we know it. But hell, at least the demons don't send us to our deaths in battle. Or perhaps he was mad in the first place. I can never tell with those eccentric royal oafs.
Okay, so he's repeated his dialogue. Just a little bit more lore. For you guys that like to do strength builds, there's your free greatsword. By the time you get here, you should be high enough strength to be able to run it. I saw a shiny down there, and it's just a that Dregling shield. Now we got another flaming boulder attack coming. Okay, I've got check my inventory, see if there's anything we can send back. Those can go to storage. I don't really use them until later in the game. And this jade ornament, I keep forgetting to do it. If you talk Stockpile Thomas through his dialogue, he will give you a another ring for that ornament. So I'll try to remember to do that when we get back. Ow. Ugh. Thank goodness for warding, because oh, those guys took a lot more damage than I thought they would. Okay, so we'll do it the hard way. Good. Well, I'm just having a rough go of it today. Oh, warding did wear off. All right, Grey Wolf. Maybe we'll get together and do something on one of the next streams. I'd hate to have to go back and do everything all over again to get back online, but I appreciate the offer. Grey Wolf. Maybe we'll get together and do something on one of the next streams. And that is what you find in the Dark Souls community a lot. A lot of people just love this game so much they'll come help you get through levels or anything you're struggling with. So last piece of the puzzle that we need for getting Yuria and also Bior of Twin Fangs. I haven't mentioned him, but we're going to turn him loose too, because the two kind of run together. But it's going to be this fat official down here. Oh, come on, stop rolling. There we go. All right, this guy's going to give us a hat.
They're almost upon me.
This is our friend Ostrava again. He's managed to get himself in a pickle once again.
Rescuing me.
And once again, we have saved his bacon. So then he immediately runs up here and hides in a corner.
You saved my life. This is the third time. I am truly indebted to you. This is all I have. But please accept it.
Thanks for the sub, Grey Wolf. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so a chunk of pure clear stone. So he's got one more stage of his storyline that we will get to eventually, but now that we've got all the pieces parts that we need gathered together and we've got our shortcut open, the first thing we need to do is we need to cross back over into the Tower Knight area and get the last key So this door, you may have noticed it. You may not have when we first came through here with the Tower Knight, but it was locked. Now we have a key to it. So we'll work our way down here. Yeah, and this guy is just generally annoying. That was all right, and he gives us the bloody key. Also down this path, there's another crystal lizard. And at the end of this tunnel, another item we can't use, but it's the tower shield. It's a big, heavy shield. You strength builds out there might be interested in it. So now we got a couple cells to open. That one's empty. And this poor gentleman.
Who goes there? Oh, you killed that blooded sluggard for me. I'm called Bjorn, the elder of the Twin Fangs of Boletaria. I thank you. You deserve a handsome reward. Only I have none. Go on ahead. I shall sleep a while.
Okay, now, Bjorn, if you remember in the lore earlier, was one of two brothers that used to protect the king before the old one came. So now he's been locked away. I don't know they ever tell us what happened to his brother, but Bjorn's not happy with the new king and what he has done. So Bjorn will now become our ally in this fight. So now we have our keys and everything we need. Let's go get our witch, because she is the whole reason that we are here as a mage. Back here's another stone of ephemeral eyes. A lot of people, I notice when we play online, seem to either not care about it or forget to go get it. So it is back there though. There are no items up here. There's actually nothing else in here until we get to where we have to deal with Yuria. So we come to another gate. Luckily, the game designers did make us get another key for that. So at this point, we have to change costumes. So we will take all of this off. Now listen closely when the hat goes on. It's kind of a funny thing that they've added. It only does it when you put the hat on. So we'll get our entire officials get up on. Now we're dressed like one of the officials, and they'll think we're one of them, so that we can low-key sneak into their facility where they have Yuria held hostage. Now, because you have this on, they will lower the bridge for you, and they think you're one of them. So those are two really, really nice rings to have as a mage. One gives you another spell slot. The other one is a PvP, well, it's a summoning item. You wear it, and it helps take the pressure off of you, or off of your host, and the enemies focus on you. So now the officials won't respond to us, but Yuria, if you talk to her with the outfit on...
What do you want with me? Have you brutes no mercy? Do as you wish. There are no secrets here. Only a tired, emaciated frame.
So she thinks you're one of them. So the only way she'll talk to you is if you put your clothes back on or take their clothes off. But if you do that, this guy right here is going to attack you. So we're going to go ahead and get us a little backstab in to begin with. You have to be careful when you fight this guy, because if you hit Yuria, she will become hostile towards you, and then you lose the opportunity to use her to get spells. So we change back into what we're wearing.
Heavens, you came to save me. Thank you. No, I am fine. With a little rest, I can soon walk. You go on ahead. I do not wish to be a dead weight. You go on ahead. I do not wish to be a dead weight.
Okay, now Yuria will travel to the Nexus and be available as a vendor for some new spells. So to get Bior into the final fight, we have to reset the world anyway. So we will travel back to the Nexus and grab the spell that we've been waiting for, to see if we can't, with us and Bior, if we can't do something with the Penetrator and get him taken care of. So now that's going to reset all of our enemies, but we have the shortcut open, so that is really not that major of a deal. So we'll go back.
Thou seekest, then touch the demon inside. Soul of the mind.
Okay. Do we have enough to get a fifth slot? No, we don't. So we will put all of this on magic to strengthen our magic so that we can use it against the Penetrator. And there's Bior, our friend now. And then we have Yuria back here in this corner.
Hello again. You saved me from great agony. I am sorry, for I cannot offer proper thanks. But should you have demon souls, I can teach you magic. Only my witchcraft is of a dark nature, and arouses suspicions. Why not try the magic of the great sage Frake? Are you certain you wish to learn witchcraft? It would honor me to assist one such as you, but are you sure?
And there it is. The probably single most OP spell in the game. It is brutal, and with the right equipment on late in the game,
Thank you.
there are a lot of bosses that you will be able
Witchcraft may be
to take out with a single casting. So, but that's much later in the game.
Very well. I shall help you however I can.
So we go in here, and it takes 3 slots for that spell. So we get rid of this and get rid of warding and bring Firestorm. By doing that, we have to be a little bit more careful because we're not going to have warding to help cover us for when we take a hit. So we got to be sure and do things from a little bit more ranged perspective. And it eats up your mana pretty hard. We're sitting at 226, and the spell actually consumes 100, so we can get 2 castings out of it if we're full. So let's go back to Boletaria, back to the inner ward. I wasn't quite close enough to hit him. There we go. And there's our friend Ostrava just roaming around. Now we've got a few guys we need to take care of before we move forward, because these guys will shoot us from an elevated position. So those guys will shoot us in the back while we're trying to move towards the boss gate. So best to come up here and take them out, get them out of our way. And again, because we don't have warding, we kind of got to be extra careful and extra diligent with our health. Now there are two crossbow guys in here that we've got to pay a lot of attention to. If you line them up right, you can get both of them. You don't want to get too close. If you get too close, you'll trigger all three of those red-eye knights up there. And those guys are a pretty tough fight on their own, much less with three of them. Now, as you get closer, it is going to trigger a cutscene. Now, if you rinse and repeat on that, you can trigger them all down here one at a time and deal with them that way. Now, their shields block an awful lot of magic. So, if you can catch them with their shields down, you can take care of them pretty easy. A lot of guys I know like to just rush in, and they'll get all three of them triggered, and it usually ends in their demise pretty quickly. So, now normally this is the place where you'd want to have two summons with you. The Penetrator is a pretty tough boss. We're gonna do our dead level best to try to firestorm him. Check. What is our... Okay, we can get 2 castings off. With Bior in here as a distraction, it shouldn't be too tough. Bior and the Penetrator seem to have a hate-hate relationship, so we'll give this a go and see how it comes out.
Some help? The honor of the good knights. Demonic foray.
Wow,
One more demon down.
I fully didn't expect that to one-shot him. I expected to at least have to take 2 shots. I mean, that is normal progression. We've picked it up. We haven't done anything special with it. So like I said, it's a very powerful spell.
Fine work back there. Then again, how could a demon ever stand up to a bona fide knight? Nah, you go on ahead. I must be getting older. I need some rest.
Okay, be sure to talk to Bior after the fight, because he will move to the next area and he will assist you with your blue dragon issues. So we are done with the penetrator. We will travel back to the Nexus. And grab us another couple another couple levels at that point.
Thou seekest the power of then touch the demon inside me. Soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel.
We'll just go ahead and put all that in,
So the world might be mended.
trying to get us up to one more spell slot. We need
Key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel.
just a little bit over 2,000 souls.
May thy strength help the world be mended.
Oh, that was way too much. Well, let's just go ahead and see if that's going to be enough to grab us 2 more levels.
Then touch the demon inside me. Soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
There it
Soul of
is.
the lost, withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended. Art thou finished? May thy strength.
Okay. So now we have a 3rd spell slot, or a 5th spell slot.
Bravo. Thank you for offering your demon souls. I cannot express my gratitude enough. Oh, to have my wish granted at so late an age. Thank you. You are a fine magician. As promised, let me teach you new magic.
Okay, so now we've got one more slot that we can add. Fire Spray is such a useful spell because of the fact that you can move and cast. We'll put that back on until we get another
Bring me
slot.
more demon souls when you can. I patiently await you, my fine magician friend.
And once we get our next slot, we will drop it off and put warding back on. Now there's a ring we could put on that we just picked up, the Ring of Magical Nature, that affords us an extra spell slot if we wanted to go that route. That would give us one additional spell slot, but we would have to sacrifice 1 ring slot for that. So better to get used to playing with what you got, because if you have to take that ring off to put poison resistance or something else on, then you're going to lose that last attuned spell. So because you've already got 1 slot committed to the Ring of Magical Sharpness. So that concludes our episode for today. Again, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And as always, good luck demon hunting.